Yeshman man no sia abo ya mamuna adwo ediba MBN anwume no sia kase so na ye ka we se efi sabre ekopem se no sia bobo apa ho be sesima eye aduanan no eye nsema yensa kan e wo magana mu ena afei nkofo kroso nsem ena ni gsem ena yesemufo atimi aboaboa no na anwumre ya so ne so amana ye fekofeko no ye de asoma ye se ye meto empeti o magana mu ena afei nkofo kroso se anwumre no sia kase ne mum e wo kase mu no meka we se emu nsem no sei na ebeye Yado be call near Yakopim ever Registrar General's Department o maso ye and then Ray and some of can say Jumaku be say and Pima Hanum bi wo ha say Ghana fo anhwe ya ye be yi wom din afri enwomam emunchiemu e wo kase yi mu afei be ma so edwakọ aboso kan spare pass dealers o mo so si ejebo ejanya bedu afei de John Dramani Mahama ababio wono ne agenkwa de ma adwadifo e de enti no mu kasa emu ensem no enchiemu e wa ha Yababa so na fe yade wa konkofo kroso ene dey ukopiem ebo amanane nsem South Korea wo mu de aba betu dwa mu ase begafie no wo mu se de nsem ene wo mu ka de afa mu mampanyi ho sisi ade wo mu de impeachment ato president ne so a enche bia se nyame amfa fie a wo beyi no edi na free na banwa kese no so emu nchemu ewo kase yi mu afa weyi ne nsem ahodo ka ho ne nanwumre yese mufo atimi aboboa no ede ama yese fa meso mu se anwumre no nsia kase Nemo meka we say me fa na se kese efama eye Prince Magro Real Estate Company what is all pass asepa ato a me ba cho obetimi akona so ye na eye Shy Hills 15,000 Ghana cedis ba cho ebi ewo ho sanso na SA Stanje we say anwumre yen kan kire we say open mattress papa ato na watimi ada so na wo ho atimi ato wa ni nyina no eye SA Stanje na so ye na mkunimdie any kasam ne se wo double mattress eno ebi oho sanso na queen size mattress oho na afei the king size wo so mattress ne bi ewo ho Ghana fa na nyina ba bibia na behu SH Stanje pacho wo madam Roman na nwumre ma so yasene emi atimi de kase yi de ebro ne mo meka we so betimi de machi eno eye Facebook MBN 360 sanso na YouTube MBN 360 mami twa me ho bra na face matete be so dubi me ba nam de kase ni chemu e de abro nya be de kase nyina ho twere me na nwumre yi me den e de Bekwainii Abrantie Oheneba Asiedu me ja we so me twa me ho aba afa me ba nam de kase ni chemu e de abro ye ba sisia Afei mamima wakwaba ne nje eye ahome ne nche kase no ntwemu ewo yensema edikan mo no ena jai ena ejebo sisi ade eja enya bedu fie ni nyina ne se enegisem ena tia bepiem ewo Ghana na se bedwa fie so beka ya ananu ya ena beto dwa ye beko ye nko ena nkofo de kokot ni nyina no eye na se bedwa fie se ebe ya mbetimi akwa asetena nene dai die eye na se bedwa ni eye ba no dani ye papa ye fe na Alban Kingsford Sumana Bagben ene dai ene nyankopon timi yi puma kwan ema mpanyifo etim kokoshiam ewo mrase badwafie a omi yo madwe se eye se be se eye na otwemienu akai asana his excellency na dadan kwakufu ato na mamu abahwe ye no ewo se adwuma bi wo ha omtumi atuasu aho na afei ombobo ho na omdi Ghana ekọ aye asomdwem ne sentine ene dai mrase badwafie ni nyina tim kotena se na koye ene gisem keke ewo efie ho yenhwe ensem kakra esiye ewo mrase badwafie mra
a country of peace where government shall rest on the will of the people and the love for the common good. Bless the efforts of those who struggle to make this vision a living reality. Inspire and strengthen our people.
When we've not dealt with the issues of welfare, Mr. Speaker, these matters must be attended to. Members have projects outstanding in their constituencies. We need to together work and ensure that statutory funds that are outstanding are released so that members can continue their projects, hand them over, especially those who are leaving us. Mr. Speaker, to colleagues who could not make it, there's a better day tomorrow. Do not give up. The Frenchman will say, "C'est la vie." This is life. There are good days and bad days. If you lost, get back to the people, understand them, do some research, and I'm quite sure that upon that and reflection,
because there was, according to the Speaker, a matter that required a decision to be taken. And we did not have the numbers to take a decision. So if you read it, it's stated there clearly. Just read the ruling fully. And you see that the Speaker was very, very clear that we were meeting to take decisions. And we did not have a quorum to take a decision. So Majority Leader, this is your attempt to use the back door to rewrite what I
spent. I adjourned the meeting indefinitely. And I listened to some of you debate this matter on air. And I thought you should have been commending me for adjourning it, but you were rather condemning me for doing so. It saddened me, but I understand the arena we are in. And so I've taken it cool in my stride. As we go along, we'll have to deepen the orientation and training of members of parliament.
Absent. So if can be captured.
Are you sure that day you were in the house?
Mr. Speaker, yes. And
afei yen free eye emrase badwafie ne yensa enwuram ewo amanyose mu abiewa sisi ame no kasai ene dai ukowuram ewo eye osoro amanyokuo na ene dai omu fensem twefo hyiamu na ensem omu kanyina ne se edwa baako edumienu ebi wo ho a eye parliamentarian seat a sabre ame no kasai de omu MPP fo no omu jutum se omu ewiniye ne sentine electoral commission tentem so na wonya ntem na fe on declare sa edwa no emfama MPP fo mesre na no ene dai wonipa a wogina mu a wotimi ni nsɛmtwefo di nhyiamu no oka nsɛm edugu eye nsɛmtwefo asom no eye yewura ye fe no Mark Peter Menu na ne sɛ oka nyina ne sɛ eye bia ye bi ti sɛ domi kwabenya o se MPP fo ewini sanso ena kwatia ana afei so hum aye adwagiri ena afei nkura keka ho bibire ewo ho a omu etimi agi sa edwa no edisi omu ena so abra wo kire ne nsɛm no sei ena oka kire nsɛmtwefo ena wie.
The NPP has with great concern taken notice of the NDC's crude strategy of sending their party hoodlums to disrupt ongoing collation of parliamentary election results in constituencies that they know they have lost. The modus operandi of these hoodlums, with the consent of the NDC leadership, is to visit the collation centers and undertake the following lawless acts: destroy all pink sheets they could lay their hands on, destroy ballot boxes and other election materials, beat up electoral officers and party representatives who challenge them, threaten the life of any person who disagrees with them, chase out members of the National Election Security Task Force and take charge of the collation process, ensure the collation is aborted when they realize that their candidate has lost, and compel the returning officers to declare NDC parliamentary candidates as winners of the parliamentary elections. These infractions have been recorded during the collation of the parliamentary election results for the following constituencies: 1. Ablekuma North, 2. Okankwe Central, 3. Tema Central, 4. Domi Kwabenya, 5. Ahafuano North, 6. Obuasi East, 7. Ahafuano Southwest, 8. Akwatia, 9. Suhum, 10. Fantiakwa North, 11. Nsawam Adwajiri, and lastly but not the least, Techiman South. And I will win. The question many will ask is, Why will anybody who claims to have won an election be interested in destroying?
Na ewo sansem kroye mu abra ye papa Mark Peter Menu ejina simpie so na fe woni samtwefo edi nhyiamu no wo ka che wo mu se empesua be se makomako edumienu wo ha wo mutimi gisi wo mu na so no eno ena wo san de adesade de to NDC fo ma nyokene nim se wo mu nkasa nche wo mu nkofo adane dan nyina wo mu de basabasa eba wo manim wo se sempanyufo anye sa no mu ye hwe han a ene anhwa ade a eni ene be ye oman Ghana.
How does the NDC expect the EC to gazette election results that have not been fully collated and declared? It is pretty obvious that the NDC leadership and their supporters who stormed the collation centers to compel the EC under the threat of death to declare their candidates as winners have labored in vain, because we are a country of rule of law, not rule of men. EC's response: it is not surprising that at a press conference held on Friday, 13 December, the Electoral Commission, through its deputy chair, Mr. Samuel Tete, stated emphatically that there was no declaration of the Ablekuma North, Domikwa Benya, Tema Central, Okaikwe North, Ahafuanu North, Ahafuanu Southwest, Obuasi East, Techiman South, and Enswam Adwaji constituency parliamentary results, because the coalition was incomplete. Indeed, the commission
afa ye free amanyasemu na yemura ensamfufuro ma ye ka we se wani guso a wo hwe anwumre no nsia kase ewo MBN kasamfoni so na ewo ensamfufuro mu no yemfa nko aboso kan spare pass dealers association wo mu aso ye eno ena dai wo mu de eye ensam ababeto abonten na wo mu nsem wo mu kanya ne se wo mu ma ye papa John Dramani Mahama ababio o mampanyina sisi ada Ghana fo ato aba ayi no akwaba wo mu se de nti wo mu ma na akwaba ne se wo mu nim se wo no ene wo ma agenkwa na emre bi atwam no nanka agenkwa no eye papa His Excellency na adadan kwa Akufo-Addo nanso enya ade wotimi bua wo mu o ma wo mu nsasi fom wo mu nim se sisi ade bebia emre na du no eye ensem we ene wo mbeka hede ama no akwaba na empanyufo ene eye MBN ye kasemfoni atwetwe nkomo na wo mu ba no dani no ensem we ene wo de tu ye nim
ya mo mo de ye no se ekebeko ye amaye kede tie no but oya Akufo-Addo ba ni so no me se mo ka ne ni ye na obaye ye se amamo ni edimi mo aye ti ye mo die static asaye from 2017 na me ti ku bi e national consensus paper na me di kaka se ebi egredie komiga na content ku yi na attack from the beer ba and then the time no and the data we are going to put abayi 1.6 million voter odikin e year to abani na me see that say na amamu no mo de na so gana puani e so egedifuani because dollar no the manager forces so kana 40 na the condition is cities now because the term cities ko no ka papa report na ni hu se ma ya wo ka se jejipo anything mo to etie de ye wo bi ye de hu ti wo se de di e se ko ta ko pa ichi ye se ko pa ta ko pa sabra na so o pa na ni project na ni hu ye no ye se se obeti na de stabilize ti na ma ya ba mu ka ta we ye ti aba ni ye pe da to na ka se e ba fo because it's a national community now that only need confidence or administration or connect and then I let say about you to only need administration national na the policy of the ban so be that dey on almost support na almost you know you be only free mu that tells you say and your confidence on your new administration of being it no that for no you can come here because COVID-19 you are really go so you just to Ghana for so ta expect the league every year that betting tax India all these tax administration taxes edi eti de wojidi ono me pete de wojidi ono ba
ye free sa ensem na yenwura mu ewe wayekifo asoye na wayeke no eye nipadua bi a wo mu ene hwe Ghana ye ensohwe ankora etwere ewo oman mu eye wo mu asade so mbehwe na eno ena sisi amene ukasa de wo mu de abeto Ghana fo nyina anim se enkora ba se empema ha na aduosia ene etwire ebi wo ho asa ba die wo mu enwuma no se ba ya ye be maake no ade a wo haw kese aba ho pa ni nyina no sikasem a aban no entimi emfa ma wo mu eno na owura bi a yepka enwomasem wo man Ghana ma wawedra wo mu pa ye fe no owura James Courage awua ene da yi wo MBN kasaboso no wono so otimi ni atwetwe enkomo na ne jema o kan ye ne se waye kefo ye emofra ne se ya no ma anya ade kura nchiremu no sei no ka kire ye
me I consider your kakra school could be brave or my dear result in that bar between 9 December to 15th December 2024. Your check letters students be brave, they are in anguish. That's what says result in by Mr. Shea, yeah, dear. Why, say, about the 118 million citizens. No more than Casper. 180 million citizens, and no more release the results in here. Almost say, almost come as now this funny objective test, multiple choice answers, no, see no affect. Until the more change, now I buy almost a out of 180 million. No, maybe I be a koto, and I could see the machine.
Mr. We say, wow, me was any canning, and I was also in my. If it's an I advice, can my woman got to scan as here. See, I'm printing, Anna.
Don't print here, but I answer why for them, they are not being fed to the students. But don't share, even the exam number 3 now. And yet, government schools in Detroit, there were private schools, registration fee, and some of treasure. Into the private school for Detroit, then they are buying out to a benefit of money in a boom. So I know say, no one saying to do that. A bumble sika, and some of the says, private. Senior high school, no more chair, no more chair. Registration fee, no more about them. And see, and you can say, why committee will be able to far. However, I can say, about more modern, don't pay Kennedy. Since you are now, your transition, transition thing, would say, you're quite a that because I didn't want to talk. Awaiting results at university. University for someone travel. They'll go ahead. The one wants awaiting results near there, I'll make university now. So you know, releasing the summer, you'll miss the opportunity to further their education. Transition to nation, not like Kawi. And you can say the inheritance of the next government. Now, currently, a binary transition to nation. No one check on. Na ya mafanka abanfo fra mbaba no mo kaho kakere de to akano
na ewo sa nsem koye mu eno na yewura James Courage ewa woto anesem so no wode to Ghana fo nyina nim se wo gya kasamfoni so no aka che Ghana fo se koba ne se yade a ene na enwomasu so ye no yade a ayam hihye kese pa na ede beba ho eno so mu nchie mu no sei na woka no
yes dangerous say akola treasure I am sincerely teaching our church result paper. Now that like the best in the country, this is a check and answer on release the results. Here at the papa.
Okay.
And now I buy soup. That's now what the why car about 118 million to this there and also a yard papa. And now why also should not hide behind this car. No one can say, well, I'm break. Baby, any kind of my house.
Okay.
You're the one can only run for the string boom and planning chip and planning chip.
Yewura mu ewo ensam fufuro mu ne yemkwanko asante mantemu dwumakua bi a wom de dan dan nyina dwuma wom die ene se wom betu abo ewo asante mantemu ma yefro mu yi RS eye query womo e de ensem bi atodwa na womo se womo kanyina ene se ene ye bi a eye temamufo a womo wo sampotem no eye no enya de a ese na efata kra ni nyina ne se intribuo hofo aye womo adwen se enya de a womo bema kwan ema asan a womo ne sa query edi dwuma no womo betimi adi womo dwuma eno ena eye assemblyman ya woda sampasua yi so honorable eye Isaac Dutu dwa se womo hwe niema sa dwuma kwe eya anya dia ese na efata ne sai ntino enu kwan se wo mutimi ma wo mu kwan e mo mutimi nya eye ekwan so efa na afa wo mudidi mo dwuma so wo betia mo mu kwan na gise dwuma kwe eni papa bi wo ho a wo ma ye e dia matememfo assemblyman de nsem wei atodwa
block kwan no ono block kwan a ekwan onso so no ya block no kwan a onso betimi dia ko the site wa ye mpese onso ba be wura ho ama ka bia beto abo e wo ne ho bio from henceforth omoni kuro no ne mpanfo no anya mposihye papa ebebo atemamufo nya sa ze say no ye me asase member menim committee fo ene nananom aso regina say ye bebo akra ho bai ya brede do ya ma operator bia oso be habo oba habo ho ye so ye ma ne koma ne nya adwuma esan say ye hu se ne ma wo so mo ye makuru kwa omonye
na eno ena ewa sansem na no nana akwasi eye bosompem ono ena we otumfo anantahene ewo eye odnechiame ewo eye sampesua no so wono so ekọ ne nchen ye ne twetwe nkomo na ene da ne sem ono so de tu ye ne mini se ekwan na atemamufo abloko na so masini no enya ade a ombebie kwan ne na ade atum na na se ochena so eka ho ni nyina ne se agese akomapa atoyem na afi enima papa omu hia no omatimi ensa aka ansa na kwan no omu atimi abi odensem we atudwa
kini kuro no ho ye prokuro no mpuntu enye kuro no ahwe ase ne ye de ye dwene ho ye kwan no ye kwan ana abede okon se ye kwan no na afa so ye de eye waduma na wo de ye a wo si ye ne ntribu ho kwan na ka tim fa okon tim wo si no se ka tim nya de enko ho eni nti na mo ye so be sin se wo so ye se kwan na ye ne ka tim fa ho nya de enko waduma mo se anyira anya de enti so wo sojafo wo wa prosifo wo soja ni san wo na dwuma mo bu etu ye pese hu so bo ba tutu no me ahade
meka wo se wani gusu a wo hwe anyime no nsia kase ewo MBN kasamfoni so mejira ha na afi makoje magato de ho dawro sema kakra bia ba afemi ba na kase ne nchemu na aka no ye de aba beto awo so ye ba sisia
How would you some look fast? Papa, me again. Yes, we are late. Me quite remember who hear me. Mentally, I sent my friend doctor when I'm crossing over. See what was swearing. She has malaria. Malaria. Oh, what they say with the router? Me copy the Abrantie. A drone a friend router mixer. Yeah, come on, let it draw. And running some Gaftrap and the draw ku abaso body ase wabo ruta mixture abaso ruta natural products ndu ne ruta mixture ya edi kutia atri ruta tonic and the ruta life wa ehuru efin sra de bone efin padua mu na support immune system no ruta de obi ase FDA ade dwede nkrato yato
kwaba na fe anyime no sia kasia yensa ka no yentwa so ewo Kasiebo yi mu na afe yesan ewo Asante mantam mu ho Akwabere East eho na ekuro bia ye fe no Asenua ene da itimamufo so mani agye no de na se kase he de madwuma kura bia ye fe no the hive ecosystem ni nyina ne se omo se emfie bebre nie na ensu a yesu papa no na omo entimi enya bi ennom ne santi no dwumakwe e ba mpotem ho a omo ba betu pipe bon water hedi ama omo asisi ade yesu papa no temamufo enya bi ennom eno na opanyina wogina sa dwumakwe ya nam ema sankofo yi ensuo yewura yerefa ne Benjamin Awua wode tu dwa se eyampa efise ohwe se de na ensuo ho oden ewo eye asanua mpotem ho ewo asante mantem a omo fa to makoma so mbetimi aboa ama temamufo timi enya yesu papa no eno ene ade a ene dai omaye emu nchemu nse ni wakacha ye
hive dwumadi a enunti ama ye frɛ amanfo mo ba ha nyina ne sɛ ye bɛboa enkronkuma in fact omo ye mamu ho a ensuo ho ye ohaw kakra ɛwɔ hɔ na this is the 18th and we ne etoso du nwotwe a yetu no oman Ghana mu asenua ekro nso ɛyɛ kura in fact omo nso na ensuo ɛyɛ haw kakra ɛwɔ ha kuro no mu nyinaa no omokɔ baabi agyeso mutwa ka kwan mu na ekobu nsuo nti omo ne ye bedi nkomo se ne beya ye betumi nso abeboa omo we nye hive ya be hand over yi enye hive dia bio eye oman ne dia ti ne yesre pa ne se omo behwe so yi bibi kakra na bese ya omo ya na omo ye omo ma na enda ho a because se echa na afi esa develop bibi foforo ti adesrede ane de bese abofra mpanimfo bia enye hwesofo ema ajapade no na enche ema nchirima so
na yewura Benjamin Awua abra wakasa wie yepe eno ena ahemfo omo wo ekro no so eya asenua ena fetimemufo nso enigi ana abese omo akoma mu ma no enya ade no betimi ase omo ho so omo so ede enigi eka nsem wei ede kire the hive ecosystem panyimfo
the bese committee for nsa the committee for betu omo fo se omo bebo nsi ho ban man yi ko nso je so bo ho ban ya the half bo sanity half medical ada o mafi beble medical to mon campaign na mo kan tinkro no omo ba cha krum eno bedi nkomo hakra ti mi mo no dia hakra ti beda o mafi
bebre say ye nuanom half for o makai ye mobro hu na ye de yade srede to won wanim no ma ni ehwamo no ma ne kware mo ma di so abaya amaye o ma boa ye kwaso nkoso bebre empo na nkenso ni ha na nke ye mobopa ma nyame adaro ma ye na me nuanom half for so nti no Oma bedome nti se ye free mo bro hu so nti ye da wo nyina ase
asenua hanom de na nsuo hu eden pa wa hanom tisiu ni ya na eti hanom no na ye twa kwan anim ni akobu nsuo na menyem na metwa kwan mu na mebu nsuo ahomache da no nyame nko anka ka ebo me nsuo ya mode abre wa ha die eni age pa ye damase aminhyiram
afa ye free asante mantem ma yede yani echirem ewo bono mantem mu eho ena enagye ukopiem ewo odum dwakuo no aso ya wo mo de ntitie bi e de amatememufo ewo bono mantem mu na wo masem mu kanyina na se afi ye hwe ekwan efa so a eja ahyehye ewo eye bono mantem mu ho a eyade na ani enyan pa na abra mpanyifo ebo sa edwa wei na opanyina wono ene okasa wadwumade na se e de ma dum dwakuo no yewura ye fe no ACFO yewura Cecil Adom wojira so okakire temamufo nyina se afi eyade a awia no bebo pa enam se opani besinti ne senti na wose akuafo no chichiri no omtimi hwe omo so ye se de be ya eja hyehye no afi nkwa wiye no na nyade a etimi aba bebrisa nchemu wi ene wono so ekan ye.
In 2023 there were 60 bushfires recorded in Bono, and from January 24 to date 65 were recorded, and now that the Harmattan is fast approaching, one can imagine the figures will go up if measures were not instituted to curb the menace. It is for these reasons that education and awareness campaigns, community-based fire management, and early warning systems are intensified, and the PNEC Law 229 of 1990, which is the Control and Prevention of Bushfires Act, was promulgated to deal with the menace. This law prohibits the setting of indiscriminate bushfires, group hunting within a certain period of the year, empowers the district assemblies to make their own bylaws, instituting penalties for offenders and liability for damages, even though not without its challenges. It behoves each one of us to handle well our environment and always keep it green.
Na ye papa sesel ekasa wie ye pe na afei opanyina wono so na eginam ede ma akuafo ewo eye asoya wo hwe aduane ho nsem Miche Ministry of Food and Agriculture afei wosan ye extension officer wono so egina simpie so na ne nsem okan nyina ne sesisi ade wo hwe enema ekoso na obesere akuafo se mo mani na ho efise de aduane bo no eyade ano odin pa se Ghana fo anhwe ye na akuafo na anhwe ya eja hyehyehye no ano ebeye den wono so de nsem wetu ye
yana imprempi no ada ye di National Farmers Day no na ye ba na yakoda fire volunteers di ni launch campaign ekoba sa na wo National Farmers Day na e dwumadi akese ento ka dwumadi akese me no we boma na ma Farmers Day no akata ye fire volunteer no na say bush fire campaign launch no na akata so ye hye panyufo nkran se nke betumi a kasa dwumadi akese me no we no the launch of the bush fire campaign no and Kayen Team Free Farmers Day nim said ye be ya we ni be gina brane na farmers no so jabra de benti na make sa bre ye wo mu impre wo mu se me na wo ye ntena se asorefo nkremosumfo social groups radio media the corporate world jengna no yamfa ye ho anjim ni ya modero mo bi ehu se asase na aka na se first break kakra na aka no so ekofo na aka no ehia sa etetere kom na emre bi esi no na ehu bi na ye de yempempem ko ebi kakra na ye dia na woda nti anye yi ye depode kakra ye nka hwu ye kokoo ya be no so ense ba be hia na ye kwa na ye bae abusuafo ba bi edu ne critical time jigi na ye mfa ye ho njim na me gidi ye se wuso na me so mu a ye betimi aboa agye oman na si ho.
Yebechina yewura Isaac J Mensan sem yuso na fe yedane ye ho na fe yedane ye ho ba pe ye de adwadie kase e de ato awo so ye ka we se we eye MBN anwune no si akase ene wani gusu a wo hwe ye ba sisia ye de adwadie kabo ato aso.
Hey, manya nkotu skanchen eto asase a Thomas Mudwi wo ho ko Willet Properties wododo wo ha ekita 7,500 and 15,000 pa ebenya asase kama Willet Properties wasase wotwetwa no 7,500 wa amasaman Shy Hills onyi ochebreku a Urban Apollonia ekita 10,000 Ghana cedis a Willet Properties wobom wasase wo pampram mutual onyi kaso anyina Willet Properties one head office ni owashema tulakwe ya Madina so yanyi nisi pharmacy opposite Kaswa Crimson City wa Messi se wiska 5,000 cedis simple Willet Properties watuntana asase wo afienya onyi dewenya for Willet Properties na your inquiry say 0244756984 and 020-230-9996 Willet Properties where genuine lands are sold.
Afei mame ma wakwaba na adwadie kase a yesaka no Kasiebo isoro yemfa ntwa so emfa ma wo yemfa mohwi enkopium ewo the office of the registrar of companies eno eye adwumakua ewo my Ghana na dade da nyina o madwuma o ye ne so mohwe se nwumakua ewo Ghana no obia eye na sede na afei omdo manamo esisi kwan so pepepe na timi aboa ama Ghana adwadie no so no etimi atumpon na saa asoye we eye ye maame a ye fe ne Jimaima mama owari ono eno da no na ne dey wo de atonsam twefo nyina anim se adwumakua mako mpem ahanum na 500,000 ewo o my Ghana yimu a so man hwe ya afin kwawiye no eyade ye beyi wo mu nyina ede o mafiri saa eye registrar of eye companies yidimu ni nyina ne se wose nneema bi wo ho a wo so mu ya wo ma boso a sa adwuma kuya ya wo Ghana yi nya de wo pese mu ye enchemu enie.
Companies, I think, is a sample of about 5,000. If you have not filed your annual returns by the end of this year, we will put out a notice and find out whether you are still doing business. That process will run up to about 7 months. Those whose names are going to go off are those who we sent information to the beginning of the year, and so we are at the end of the year now. So if by the end of this year you haven't complied, that means you are not doing business. And when we take it off, within the next 12 years, you cannot have your name used by anybody until you go to court to have it reinstated. After 12 years, it falls in the public domain and everybody can use it. The import of this is when your name is off the register, we will put it in the dailies. We also put it in our company's bulletin. Anybody given a contract to such a person, you do so at your own risk. So my point is, come and update us with the most current information of your company. That's why we're doing filing of annual returns. It's not for any reason. Updating us with the most current information. We said we'll be deploying by April. So we'll be running a parallel system. So when we deploy, we'll come out and inform you that the new system has been deployed. So we run a parallel system to ensure, because we do sampling. We can't just go straight out, a piloting project. Once everything is okay, then we'll do the full deployment. Next year, we will be coming out with a new software, the EBRS system. Filing of accounts is going to be now digital. You can sit wherever in your home to file your businesses online. You can pay online. You can check details online. That is what the new system is going to bring you. You can even register on your mobile phones, both Android and then Android and iPhone. Yes. But all that will keep on giving that information bit by bit next year when we finally deploy it. Yes.
Na ewo sa eye ensem krone mu na afa ye maame gi mama oware ode tu dwase said ye beya eye nsunsanso bone entu dwumaku ahodo ewo man Ghana yi mu ntino wo sere wo mi se obi biara enkrata biara wo se obi biara de ba no ewo so mutim ye na animanim ya ntentem so na afa wo mu de ba said ye beya enigie ene kro ye betimi aboa ama dwuma ye no Ghana no ene so atimi ye gina ne na so enchemu eni sei
set up by the passage of the Companies Act 2019 Act 992. And with this passage comes quite a number of changes that most businesses have to be aware of. Going forward, all businesses need to change the suffixes at the end of their names to make sure that as an office we're able to identify and distinguish the different types of companies that are registered with us. For a company limited by shares, you've been using limited with LIMITED at the end of your name. You have to ensure you change it to either LTD or limited company. For companies limited by guarantees such as churches, associations, clubs, they normally have foundation or organization at the end of their names. You need to change the N to be LBG or limited by guarantee. For publicly listed companies currently listed on the stock exchange that still have limited at the end of their names, you have to change it to PLC or publicly listed companies. So you change it to PLC or public listed company. Now, with that, if we are able to see that, then we are sure that at least you have filed your annual returns, you have updated us with your records. All companies are supposed to file their annual returns 18 months after incorporation and then yearly thereafter. At the point of filing your annual returns, you have to also update us with the beneficial owners of your company. We realize that once there are new companies, beneficial ownership is very easy to, update us with. But those that are already in the register, I'm talking of those going back as 1963 up to 2011, they are not updating us with who the beneficial owners are. And that goes with penalties and sanctions. And so we're using this opportunity to inform you that we've put out SMS notices for all companies to file their annual returns and financial statements by the end of this year. That's 31st December. And all business names and partnerships are also supposed to renew. Professional bodies, your renewal is next year, 31st January. You should have renewed the professional body, and the members should also have been renewed. So basically, that is why we're putting this information out.
ha ana yede eba somo ne mom ye ka we se yeda wase se otimi ne yetra ne mom e wakase yede bre we na nwumre no me ka we se emu ensem no sei na etie ye bo hwi e de wo mrase bodwafie na afi ene eda edikan ya jebo eja enya abedu mrase bodwafie a ene de asetena edikan no matimi atena se a mrase bodwafie o mo hwe se aban nwuma e wo Ghana no wo betimi abobo ho na afi pepepe yo etimi asi e wo man Ghana ye de munchemu e de ebrewo afi ye ma wo so edu kopiem e wa asante mantan mu dwumakua bi a da ne da nyina o mutumi adoye e de ma eye etimamufo ene da ye fre wo mu eye the hive ecosystem wo mo so etimi abie ensua no kama e wa senua e de atimamufo se e de wo mu ani age ho pa e munchiemu ye de babesom e wo kase yi mu afen so ye do ko ekopiem e wo the office of the registrar of companies wo ma so ye na se mo kan nyina ne se wo be piem e wo my Ghana yi mu a Jumaku ahodo bese empima hanum anase 500,000 ene wa Ghana nanso emu bese empim num de eyade a da ne da nyina omu adwaton de ho nsomsanso no nya de omu de ba ene nti no man hwe yi a anhwe na afi nkwa wiye no na omuti akoto eye adwam emu nchiemu ye de besom wa kase yi mu wei ene ensema ahodo account na nwumre mi se mufo ye Daniel Asuku wone afei me nkofo aka nyina boaboa no de ma yese mfa mesom se anwumre no nsia kase ne mo mamfa na se kase mfa ma dwumakom tim so masene ma me de dwumade e de bro eno eye Prince Mad Real Estate Company Limited mpatro wo so pasase ato asai hills eno eye 15,000 Ghana cedis sanso ena dawa ena afei Chopoli ne nyina no eye 20,000 Ghana cedis ena afei SS Tanje wono so adawro ma omtim ba besom ye ne a omubu ayen emi atim de dwumade e de bro na Tanje se open mattress papa ato a me patro eni die ni ahobase kwan so ne nyina no eye double size mattress wo bi sanso ena king size mattress ena afei queen size mattress no ne nyina no ebi e wona so ena adawro ma ena otim bu ayen atim de dwumade e de bro ne mom abra yesi ya ne yakoidie eye no so pepepe na prophet the only prophet in the whole greater Accra region prophet a oka no kre no oka na adwene na na adwene no so ye no kre adwene na me adwene no oka prophet Samuel Limawu pacho me sorry sweetie na ono e no di nyame asem no so wode ebro prophet Samuel Limawu pacho enti twene na me wie pe enche bia no oba aha ane ebe jana afia nyime no sia kase ayensa kan no ye di besimi am di dwumade nyina ho twea me na nwumre me din e de Bekwainii Abrantie Oheneba Asiedu ye ma mo ene hwe a adehye